Hi everyone, Nancy Burt-Preece, Independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I'm going to share with you a fun Hexagon Punch card using the Sweet Bugs and the great DSP that goes with that collection. Here's all my contact information if you need it. This is a super easy card, but it's a lot of fun. And this time I'm going to pop up the sentiment, I think. This is the first one I made. I just made it relatively simple. I'm going to do this in my April classes. So if you come and you want a different sentiment like happy birthday or something, we have that. So I kind of I always try to make them and get all the problems out. So you're going to need the Sweet Bugs stamp set, the Hexagon Punch. Mine is well used. And you're going to need a silicone craft sheet. Now, I left mine a little bit gluey on purpose so I could show you what happens. You don't need to wash it. All you do is peel the glue away. Sometimes it leaves it a little yucky looking, and I don't care because none of the glue sticks to it. So that is so helpful when doing this technique. And I would also say using a liquid glue is really helpful too. So I'm using Poppy Parade 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. I have another Poppy Parade, which is 3 3/4 by 5. I tried to put these on white and they just didn't look as good. I liked the Poppy Parade. And then I have 2 white 4 by 5 1/4. Then what I did is I took the DSP and I punched a bunch of hexagons. Now, Patty recommended doing like 4-inch strips. I tend to do I measure this and see that it's about 2 inches, a little bit more than 2 inches. So I might do like a 2 1/4 strip and then just punch. The punch should work. You can do more than one at a time. I kept some of the extra ones I cut off the ends to use on this one if I choose. I also used just a regular basic white with some basic black. Hello, friend. That's cute. Like I say, I'll have other sentiments. And I think that's... Oh, and I had another DSP strip. This is 3/4 by 5.5. And you can use either side. You can do it whatever you choose. So let's start creating our hexagon. So I picked a focal image. You don't have to. So I kind of go through my, and if I'll have several of them, like that might be cute. 2 little bugs, something, or this could be cute with the little, oops, not on the white, on the red, with the little ants. In fact, I might use the little ants. Here's another one. You know, any focal image you want, you don't have to use that. You can make it all just whatever you want. But I started out, I'm going to use my Poppy Parade 3 3/4 by 5. And I'm going to put adhesive all around it. Is there a special way to do this? I've seen different people, but this seems to be about the easiest. I leave just a teeny tiny bit, and I'm an eyeballer, so I'm not going to measure it. If it's not exactly in the middle, I'm really okay with that. Then I'm going to come around it however I choose. I have all these great patterns. The beautiful thing about using a paper pack is everything matches, and I love that part. So this is a cute little bee on it. So I tend to, I'm going to move the card to the side a little bit. I tend to put it on the DSP. I know that this one will come off a little bit. And how you're going to line it up, if I can get my fingers there, is you're going to line up those edges. See those 2 edges? And leave a little bit. If you notice, if you look really close, mine are not all the same. And I put an extra gem there because I made a mistake and got a bunch of glue there and tried to get it off and it didn't look as good. So, as I tell you guys, cover it up with a gem. So, every time I make this, it looks different because I want it to. You don't have to, but it's fun. So I kind of go through and see what are my patterns. I try to make some different patterns, and there'll be a big, if you come to my classes next month, there'll be a big bag of choices. So I'm going to put that right about there and cover that part up. Now, I decided this time I'm going to pop this up. I felt like it didn't have enough oomph last time. So I'm going to pop it up. I'm going to use about 4 dimensionals on it. By the way, I have used lots of dimensionals from different companies. And to be honest, Stampin' Up! Is the best. I love their cardstock. I love their coordinating projects. And I really love their dimensionals. So I'm lining that up. I like that it's popped up. I think that'll really make it work. Now, this is where you just have fun. I'm going to put it on the back and have like a little flower part here. Once again, I'm trying to line those up. It's not going to be perfect. It's not supposed to be. It's kind of a collage-y effect. Oops, this one's stuck because I had put a little adhesive on the back. And I'm going to put that one there. And, I think I'm going to put this one up here. So I'm going to put, like I say, this is the hardest part, figuring out, and some people take a long time on this. You can see I'm not spending a ton of time. I'm just putting it wherever my heart desires. And that's how it goes. And that's kind of a fun way. It's less stressful that way. Sometimes people really stress themselves out trying to figure out where things should go. And that is stressful. So I just say wherever it goes is wherever it goes. I try not to put 2 right next to each other, but I don't think there is too much of a wrong. I'm going to put a little bit here. And see, because of this silicone mat, nothing is sticking, which is a great thing. Oh, I don't have, although I do like to save that one because it's a perfect little piece. I might put another little one over here. And if you get 2 on of the same thing, that's totally okay. Put that right there. And that one, is that about the same? Let's see. I like that one too. That's a little different. I'll put just a little bit right there. Now I'm going to let that sit. And I have leftovers to be used on the next card, which is so cool. Going to let it sit for a minute. And then I'm going to come inside. And I think this is kind of pretty. And I could do that side, but I think I'm going to do the berry side on the inside. This is what I love about these suites that Stampin' Up! Makes. Everything connects. And even these little, if you can see them up here, those little ladybugs come with that suite, which is just so adorable. Let me check. I'm lining this up with my grid as close as I can. I sometimes leave my inside of my card blank on purpose so that I can come back through and add a certain sentiment I want. I wouldn't even have had to adhere it. I am going to, but you wouldn't have to. You could just keep it in case. It's always nice to have cards for all different occasions, and then you can really personalize it. I'm going to adhere this white on the front. Remember, the whites are both 4 by 5 1/4. I also saw, if you ever watch Patty Bennett, who's an amazing Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, she did a whole 8.5 by 11 page with the hexagons, and then she cut it in 4 to make 4 cards, which was brilliant. So if you're going to make a lot of these, that's a great way to do it. So look, it doesn't stick. There's a little glue on the back of there. It doesn't make a difference because we're not. And I'm just going to take this and cut it off. I do recommend letting it sit for a minute. You might get a little glue on your scissors. You can come back through with a hand sanitizer or something to get that adhesive off your scissors. I systematically go through and clean mine, and I have to, the ones that people use in my classes, because sometimes they get a little bit of adhesive on them. That's just normal wear and tear. And I am just coming to the back. And see, all these little extra ones, I would probably keep. I'd let them dry first so they didn't have adhesive on them. But I would keep them because they could be used for little pieces that people need on the end. And I'll have to count on the front of this how many of these hexagons. Oops, I cut into the red a little bit, so I'll see if I can get that straight. There we go. How many hexagons? 1, 2, 3 full ones. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, here's the question. Do you put one here? Well, here's the question. I'm thinking I'm going to, but would you have to? No, you really wouldn't. I might just put that. And this time what I'm going to do is I'm going to put just a teeny bit right on the edge. I mean, just a teeny bit. Like I say, I really do, maybe I'll do this one. It's a little different. I really do, oops. I really like using glue for this one. You don't need a lot there. So I'm really kind of pushing that down. I might be rushing it. If I was doing this with not being on camera, I might let it go a little longer. And there you go. It's so easy, but it's a really fun, different card. So if you come to one of my classes in April, we will be making this card. And the last thing, since I didn't mess up there, I'm just going to put, you know, you could put 2. I have enough ladybugs, but I think I'll just put 1. So isn't that hexagon card easy? And very easy to make. Is it a little fussy? Yes. Do you get a little glue on your fingers? Yeah, you probably do. But I like it. It's different. And you can always come back if that one doesn't look like it's sticking. And how would you handle that? Just my little glue here. I'd pick it up just a little bit. Add a teeny tiny bit of glue. And it sticks right down. Very fun card, very different. So I hope you have a wonderful day, and let me know if you make one of these cards. Please add it in the comments. Take care.